Post the Karnataka High Court ruling, Classic Legends' enforceable right to use the Yezdi name and insignia would, under typical India's IFRS classification, most precisely be recognized as which type of asset? Your options are A. Internally generated goodwill with an indefinite useful life and no separate legal basis. B. Tangible non-current asset because it is physically affixed to the motorcycles and packaging. C. Separately identifiable intangible asset arising from contractual legal rights with a finite useful life. D. Contingent asset recognized only when the legal case is finally settled and cash compensation is received. And the correct answer is option C. Separately identifiable intangible asset arising from contractual legal rights with a finite useful life. Classic Legends' decision to bring back Yezdi by leveraging its historical associations, emotional recall and legacy design cues, while updating engineering and compliance, is best described as which nuanced brand strategy move? Your options are A. Heritage brand revitalization, where an existing dormant brand is actively re-energized for contemporary relevance. B. Pure line extension, where a successful current brand is stretched into marginally modified variants in the same category. C. Umbrella branded house strategy, where a single master brand name dominates all product communications. D. Generic unbranded play, where products are intentionally marketed without any distinct brand identity. And the correct answer is option A. Heritage brand revitalization, where an existing dormant brand is actively re-energized for contemporary relevance. Mahindra & Mahindra holds a 60% stake in Classic Legends, with the remainder held by Fee Capital and Bowman Irani. Under standard consolidation logic, how would Classic Legends most appropriately be classified in Mahindra's group structure? Your options are A. Associate company because Mahindra has significant influence but not control over financial and operating policies. B. Joint venture because control is contractually shared equally between all three equity holders. C. Structured investment vehicle because there is no operating business and only financial assets are held. D. Subsidiary because Mahindra has control through majority voting rights and can direct key decisions. And the correct answer is option D. Subsidiary because Mahindra has control through majority voting rights and can direct key decisions. Fee Capital and Bowman Irani hold minority stakes in Classic Legends alongside Mahindra, contributing capital, brand legacy and sector expertise. This configuration is most accurately described as which investor-promoter arrangement? Your options are A. Pure passive portfolio holding by financial investors with no governance participation and no sector linkage. B. Strategic minority partnership, where non-controlling investors contribute capital plus domain knowledge and board-level inputs. C. Management buyout, where incumbent managers use leveraged finance to acquire controlling ownership from an industrial group. D. Hostile acquisition structure, where outside investors gradually acquire shares to displace the existing controlling shareholder. And the correct answer is option B, strategic minority partnership, where non-controlling investors contribute capital plus domain knowledge and board-level inputs. The court's observation that trademarks like Yezdi are intangible rights that do not inherently persist without proper registration, use and protection primarily underscores which dimension of enterprise risk for a brand-centric automotive business? Your options are A. Liquidity risk arising from mismatches between short-term obligations and cash inflows. B. Foreign currency translation risk arising from consolidation of overseas subsidiaries. C. Legal, regulatory and intellectual property risk relating to continuity of exclusive brand ownership. D. Commodity price risk arising from volatility in steel, rubber and other input costs. And the correct answer is option C. Legal, regulatory and intellectual property risk relating to continuity of exclusive brand ownership. For classic legends, the Karnataka High Court's appellate decision upholding Irani's Yezdi registrations most sharply enhances which strategic property of the firm's IP environment from a managerial perspective? Your options are A. The tax efficiency of amortizing intangible assets for deferred tax optimization. B. The flexibility to structure royalty-free technology transfer agreements with foreign OEMs. C. The ability to treat IP litigation expenses as capital expenditure rather than revenue expenditure. D. The stability and enforceability of brand exclusivity assumptions underlying long-term strategic planning. And the correct answer is option D. The stability and enforceability of brand exclusivity assumptions underlying long-term strategic planning. Boman Irani is described as co-founder as well as chairman and managing director of Classic Legends. Under advanced corporate governance frameworks, the combined chairman MD structure most directly raises which governance consideration for the board? Your options are A. Whether the role qualifies as non-executive, enabling greater independence in remuneration decisions. B. Whether sufficient counterbalancing mechanisms such as independent directors and robust committees exist to mitigate power concentration. C. Whether the promoter automatically becomes the statutory auditor responsible for certifying financial statements. D. Whether the CEO's succession process can be bypassed because the position is hereditary rather than merit-based. And the correct answer is option B. Whether sufficient counterbalancing mechanisms such as independent directors and robust committees exist to mitigate power concentration. The explanation that Yezdi evokes the idea of wind as a guiding force in Persian, coupled with a vivid founding anecdote about the insignia being hand-drawn when the earlier licensing agreement ended, is best classified within which advanced brand management construct? Your options are A. Brand mythmaking, where origin stories and symbolic meanings are curated to construct a cultural narrative around the brand. B. Pure functional positioning, where communication focuses primarily on mechanical specifications and price-performance trade-offs. C. Line pruning strategy, where low-volume product variants are systematically removed from the portfolio. D. Ingredient branding, where a component supplier's brand is co-featured on the end product for joint signaling. And the correct answer is option A. Brand myth-making, where origin stories and symbolic meanings are curated to construct a cultural narrative around the brand. Classic Legends aims to revive multiple iconic motorcycle marks, such as Yezdi, under an entity backed by Mahindra and Mahindra. From a brand architecture standpoint, which description best captures the likely portfolio logic if each resurrected mark is positioned with its own distinct identity while the corporate parent remains relatively backgrounded in consumer-facing communication? Your options are A. A pure branded house, where a single master brand name dominates all offerings and sub-brands are weak or absent. B. A private label architecture, where products are sold without discrete brands and rely mainly on channel power. C. A house of brands configuration, where individual product brands have strong, relatively independent identities and the corporate brand may be largely invisible to end consumers. D. A co-brand composite structure, where two different consumer brands are always presented jointly and equally on every product. And the correct answer is option C. A house of brands configuration, where individual product brands have strong, relatively independent identities and the corporate brand may be largely invisible to end consumers. The collaboration of Mahindra and Mahindra, Industrial Group, Fee Capital, investment firm, and Bowman Irani, promoter with brand legacy, through Classic Legends to revive Yezdi and other marks is best seen from an entrepreneurial venture design perspective as. Your options are A. A pure family enterprise where ownership and control remain entirely within a single promoter family. B. A greenfield startup funded solely through bootstrapped savings without institutional equity participation. C. A typical franchise outlet model in which small independent entrepreneurs lease a ready-made brand from the parent. D. A multi-sponsor platform venture that combines a strategic corporate sponsor, financial investor and promoter operator in a shared equity structure. And the correct answer is option D. A multi-sponsor platform venture that combines a strategic corporate sponsor, financial investor and promoter operator in a shared equity structure.